In the fading light of a solitary room, an old man's weathered hands trembled slightly as he held a fragile sepia-toned photograph. The image captured a woman of breathtaking beauty, her eyes sparkling with a fire that even time could not extinguish. He traced the outline of her face, a silent tear tracing a path down his own wrinkled cheek. The photograph was not just a memory. It was a testament to a love that had defied the very fabric of time, a promise whispered in the shadows of a world long gone. His name was Arthur, and hers was Eleanor. Their story began not in this quiet room, but in the smoky, neon-lit heart of the 1940s, a city of secrets where destiny awaited them. The city hummed with a rhythm all its own, a symphony of roaring engines, distant sirens, and the seductive notes of jazz that spilled from hidden nightclubs. Arthur, a young, sharp-witted detective with a gaze that missed nothing, navigated these shadowed streets with a quiet confidence. His world was one of hard facts and cold cases, a stark reality of black and white. That was until he stepped into the Blue Dahlia, a club where the air was thick with perfume and whispered desires. It was there he first saw her. Eleanor was the club's star singer, a vision in velvet whose voice could melt the hardest of hearts. When she sang, the entire world seemed to stop, captivated by the melancholy and hope woven into every note. Their eyes met across the crowded room, a spark igniting in the smoky haze. He was drawn to her ethereal grace, and she was intrigued by the solemn depth in his eyes. Their love story unfolded against the backdrop of a city that never slept. A clandestine romance blooming amidst clandestine dealings and whispered conspiracies. They found solace in each other, a beacon of light in a world cloaked in shadow. Their idyllic world shattered without warning. Arthur, known for his unyielding integrity, found himself ensnared in a web of deceit, framed for a crime he did not commit. The very system he had sworn to uphold betrayed him, and the iron doors of a prison cell clanged shut, separating him from the life and the love he cherished. The night before he was taken away, Eleanor met him one last time under a pale, weeping moon. Her face, usually so radiant, was etched with a profound sorrow, yet her resolve was unbreakable. She pressed a small silver locket into his palm, its surface cool against his skin. "I will wait for you," she whispered, her voice trembling but firm, a promise that echoed louder than the city's din. "No matter how long it takes, I will be waiting." That locket became his anchor, a tangible piece of her love that he clung to through the long, desolate years of his wrongful imprisonment. Decades passed like seasons, turning the vibrant city of their youth into a landscape of memories. Arthur, finally exonerated, emerged into a world that was both familiar and foreign. He was an old man now, the fire of his youth banked to a steady, patient ember. With the locket still warm in his pocket, he sought out the place where their story had begun. He found her not in a smoky club, but on a quiet park bench, watching the autumn leaves dance in the wind. Time had graced Eleanor with a different kind of beauty, a gentle wisdom in her eyes that still held the same spark he had fallen for. He approached her slowly, his heart pounding a rhythm he hadn't felt in years. He opened his hand, revealing the silver locket she had given him so long ago. A slow, beautiful smile spread across her face as tears of joy welled in her eyes. No words were needed. In that silent, profound moment, their promise was fulfilled. They were no longer the young detective and the glamorous singer, but two souls, weathered by separation and loss, whose enduring love had finally triumphed over the cruel passage of time.